Welcome to This Wasn't on the Test, the podcast where knowledge meets humor in the most unexpected ways. Join Dr. Jake and Dr. Kayla, a couple with doctorates in their respective fields, and their sister Kelsey, who may not have a PhD but sure knows how to keep things light with her quick humor and relatable take on the world. Whether you're a scholar or just a curious mind, this trio will make you laugh, think, and you might even learn something new. Tune in to find out why this wasn't on the test. Welcome back to This Wasn't on the Test. I'm Kelsey, and I'm here with my doctor's siblings, Dr. Jake Berg and Dr. Kayla Berg. Heyo.
Hi.
Heyo.
We're not siblings. Me and you are siblings. We're not the doctor siblings.
We're not the doctor siblings. That would be weird.
That would be so weird if you guys were siblings and doing what you do to each other.
Ew. It'd be very Game of Thrones of us.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know the reference.
You're missing out.
I know, I've never seen it. I can't get into anything else. So anyways, we're back again this week. I think this is episode 20.
Yep.
20. We've recorded 20 episodes and we're still in it with 0 followers. So like and subscribe.
0 is not true.
0 is not true. We do have we have a little cult following, but we need it to grow. So we would love to invite you to like and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. We're on every single platform that you can listen to podcasts pretty much.
Yeah. And review.
Follow us. Yeah, write a review. Give us a rating, 5 stars of the type, the 5-star type. And
we will only be
follow us on social media.
We will only be accepting 5-star submissions at this time. Thank you.
Yeah. So yeah, that's our invitation to you. We would really appreciate it. Because someday we want to go on tour and quit our jobs. So please. How was your guys' weeks? This is my first week with both kids in school, and it's been a week from hell. So how was your weeks?
So at school this week, we did an underground spirit week. So it was just the teachers participating in the spirit week, and the kids knew nothing about it. And it was the fucking best. It was so
cool.
Aw, how fun.
It was so fun. So on Monday, we started off like real subtle, which made it even better. Monday was we had to wear all black. Like all the teachers wore all black. And so like my kid,
cool.
And I didn't tell my own kid, which is like she's in the house with me, but I didn't say anything about any of it. So I walk out wearing, normal clothes, but all black. And we get to school and everyone else is wearing all black and the kids are freaking out. Like, what's happening? Why is everyone wearing all black? What's going on? Oh my God. What are we? What is it? Why is everyone wearing all black? What's happened? Are we in trouble? Oh my God. Like freaking out. It was the best. And one of my kids was like, you never wear all black. You are always in bright colors. I'm like, yeah, I know. I mean, it's a Monday. I was just in a mood. And he's like, it's weird that the day you were in a mood, everyone else wears all black too. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I don't control their wardrobes.
Yeah, you have the smart kids there on
I
it too.
do have the smart kids. They were onto my bullshit on day 1. So then Tuesday was anything but a cup. So
anything but a cup?
Anything but a cup. Where we had to drink out of our drinking vessel of choice. Could not be a cup. Had to be anything else. So someone was drinking out of a like cleaned out Parmesan cheese container, like with a straw in it.
Ew.
No, it's clean.
I know, but
our
still.
principal was drinking out of a hollowed out plastic baseball bat. One of our teachers.
You could have used the Viking helmet.
I could have.
Yeah.
Right, that would have been perfect. You would have been perfect for this. One of the teachers had like a glass fish bowl with like plastic fish in it and everything. I had a.
Oh my God.
I had a tiny watering can that I was just like pouring into
like
my mouth.
A kid's watering can with a Superman sticker on the side of it.
Oh my God.
It's freaking hilarious. And so the kids were like, what is wrong with you all? And so then Tuesday, we have like beginning of September, our district has a high attendance day. Actually, I think it's statewide. And that's where they calculate a lot of our funding numbers off of. So we're like gung ho on like get to school this day. So it was pajama day for the kids. We didn't wear pajamas. We had our little cups. It was whatever. So then on Wednesday, we all show up in our pajamas. Including like our principal had like a bonnet and she she had to meet with our director of HR for the district in Cookie Monster pajama pants and a bonnet. Like, shit, it
Just
was
some
fine.
stuff went down. Like,
He just happened to coincide with Spirit Week.
Oh my God.
And then Thursday was hat day, so we all showed up in weird hats. And then, so by then the kids knew. They're like, all right, what is it today? Like, they knew. So Thursday at the end of the day, we were like, hey, surprise, we've been having an Underground Spirit Week. Tomorrow's Jersey Day. Everyone wear your jerseys.
Oh, cute.
So,
what jersey did you wear?
Emmy and I both wore Brewers jerseys. So we matched.
Oh,
She
cute.
thought that was very cute. I stole Jake's and wore it open because my
fun.
tits are bigger than Jake's.
Yeah, they are. They truly are.
Couldn't button it over the tits. So.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, well, I wore it open.
Can't say I've ever had that problem.
Yeah. I wore it open with nothing underneath it.
Wow. You're going to get arrested.
Yeah, right? But no, it was it was so much fun. It brought me so much joy, and the kids thought it was hilarious.
So are you guys going to do that like more regularly?
I
Like,
don't
it just
know.
sounds really fun
I
to
hope
do.
so. We've been doing all kinds of fun stuff. Like our principal and one of our counselors comes around every Friday with a microphone, and they do Finish the Lyrics Friday, where they start singing a song and we have to finish it. Like, we have a whole like school TikTok account. Like, we've been doing some cool stuff this year. It's been a lot of fun.
How fun. I want to follow you guys.
Millennials are
Text
starting
me
to run
like
some of these
Millennials are running shit now. Is what's
Yeah.
happening. So we're doing cool
Yeah,
shit.
that's exactly right.
We're having a lot of fun. Having a good time.
Well, we have at my school that I work at, we have a not like very new, but like in the last year, this new like social media manager girl, and she is like very much a millennial. Like, she's probably
Love
like
it.
31 maybe. And so now with the start of school, they've been doing a bunch of like TikTok trends and stuff,
Mhm.
and I'm like, yep, the guy that used to do all of it, that was like in his 50s, no longer is doing it. You know, outside of all of the stuff that's going on in the world, which, like, you know, naturally is going to make us all on edge and stuff.
Mhm.
You know, my one kid started school because they had like a staggered start, and that was fine. He did great. It was fun. You know, the kids were fine. But like, you know, all of the world stuff is getting to me. My car is broken down, and then I had to schedule a wisdom tooth removal surgery.
Oh,
And I have to like have a full-on surgery because I'm getting all 4 of my wisdom teeth removed. And so
geez.
we all know how I feel about needles and stuff. So
Mhm.
that's going to be my October 28th, right after we get back from visiting you guys. I have to go. I have one day at work, and then I'm going in for wisdom teeth removal surgery.
Mm. Well, at least you're getting like all 4 done at the same time and done with. You don't have to have like 4 separate.
Multiple surgeries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds so much fun.
Well, once we get back from that trip, so we're doing, we have a kid-free, fun Kentucky weekend coming up soon, which we're all very excited about. And once we do that, we're gonna have a blast. Maybe we'll podcast while we're there. Maybe we'll have some special guests on the podcast while we're there. I don't know.
I was thinking that this morning.
But yeah, that would be fun. Once we get back, then I'm having my wisdom teeth removed. So good thing I'll have my wisdom still for a couple more weeks.
You're very old for having wisdom teeth removed.
They just came in.
Yeah, I learned that recently that like they can just grow at any point in your life.
That's weird.
Yep.
Yep.
Isn't that fucked?
Because I haven't gotten them yet either.
Oh, they're coming, buddy. They're coming. Because I had gotten like literally like 3 years ago, was at the dentist, and they did like the x-rays and stuff. They're like, oh yeah, no, you don't, did you have your wisdom teeth removed? No. Oh, well, you know, you don't have any in there. They're probably not going to come in. Not less than a year later, they start popping through. They just grew.
Mine came in very unevenly, so I had to have 3 different surgeries. I had to have 2 removed, and then 1, and then 1.
Oh my God.
From like
well, thank God, like Jake said.
from like the end of high school,
having them
end of
all
high
4
school to the
done.
beginning of college, I had to have them removed in 3 different procedures.
Did you have a full-on full anesthesia?
For
however you say
the
it?
first 2, I was under. The second 2, where it was just 1 at a time, no, but they had me like doped up.
Oh God. Well, thankfully I'm getting put out. I told them I'm only willing to do it if I can be put the fuck out.
Yeah, it was for the first 2, not for the second 2.
Okay, well, should we get into it? I think It's Kayla's turn this week.
Yep.
It is my turn.
I couldn't tell you what you're talking about,
Okay.
but it's Kayla's turn.
Jake, do you know what I'm
I don't
talking
remember
about?
at all.
Yeah, I gave you the topic, so yes, of course I do.
Why do we even have her on this podcast?
Because I'm fun and funny and pretty. You're welcome.
I think
And she's a lay person, remember?
oh, that's what it was.
I'm the dumb one, remember?
I'm talking about being the parent of a student / parents who are also teachers.
Oh yeah, cool. Okay.
No,
Love
not
it.
cool. I might be. I've been feeling some kind of way about this for about 2 weeks, so I might be all up in my feels in not a cute way today. Everyone, buckle up.
Oh. Okay. Here for it.
Okay. Here's my fun question. We're gonna start off light. Do you think it's fair for teachers' kids to be treated differently, better or worse, just because their parent works at the school?
I mean, isn't there like laws protecting against that? Like, I don't think that is legal.
Okay.
It's kind of like, I don't think I can answer that like a full yes or a full no. It's like for example, like when you work a basketball game and our kid doesn't have to pay the entrance fee or whatever. Do I think that's fair? I kind of do, because you're giving your time as a parent to the school, and like at that point you're working or whatever. And even if you weren't working and you're just going to the game or whatever, like you still don't pay because you're a teacher there, but you're still a representative of the school when you go. So like I think that stuff is
And
fair. But
also, like, I can see how people would say, that's not fair. Like, my kid has to pay. Like, you should pay for your kid too. But also, like, nobody knows the situations, and you might be a single mom and you have to take your kid with you.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Or your husband might be traveling for work and you have to take your kid and you have to be there for work. So now, like, I think that is, I mean, really also, who cares? Like, if it's a couple bucks to get into the
Right.
game,
Listen, I will say
either way.
there are perks. And I am thankful that I work under administration who's general, because I'm not the only parent of a student in the building. But the admin that I work with, the general consensus is teaching doesn't come with a lot of perks. Take them where you get them,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Mm.
Yeah.
And so
Right.
there are perks. We bend the rules sometimes. We have we do clubs during school twice a month, every other Friday. And the way we do it, there's only so many kids allowed in a club. 8th graders get to pick first, so on and so forth. Emmy picked a club that she wanted. She got into the club that she wanted. She was very happy, whatever. Goes to the first club day, hates it.
Oh, no.
And we tell all the kids, we're like, nope, whatever you pick, that's what you're in this year. Maybe we'll pick in we'll redo clubs in January, but you're in it at least until then, blah, blah, blah. And Emmy's like, I hate this club.
Yeah.
Well, her reason was pretty fair.
Her
'Cause she
reason-
was the
she's
only
the
sixth
only
grader.
6th grader.
And it was all focused on
Oh.
making stuff for your grade level. So she had nobody else to do any of the stuff with. So
Yeah, that's legit.
So
I mean, it's not like she like joined like knitting club and she's like, I decided I don't want to knit.
Right.
No.
Like,
Right.
No. So I went to the teacher of the club that she wanted to be in, which was technically full. It's technically a full club, already, done, cut off. I was like, hey, girl, hey. She's like, I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, I don't give a crap. Yeah, she can be in my club. I don't care.
Yeah. I think that
Yeah.
type of stuff is totally fair. Now, if you're asking, like, should she be graded differently than
No.
other kids?
God, no.
Obviously not. So, like, I don't think
No.
it's a
You're
full
right.
yes or a full no answer.
Or, like,
yeah, it's like situational.
I got to make her schedule. I got to pick her teachers, like, period by period.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, there are some perks. So, but,
yeah.
but like
well,
grading,
I think,
like, no,
I
I
mean,
will not interfere with her grading. I will not interfere with if she does something dumb in a class and gets in trouble for it. Bitch, that's on you. Like, you made that choice. I don't know. I'm not helping you there.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
What were you
I
saying,
mean-
Kelsey?
Well, I was just saying, like, like for my kids, like, I would love to be able to pick their teachers and like put them in classes with their friends, like specifically and stuff. But like, obviously, they don't allow parents to have insight into that, and you have to like trust the teachers. And like, really, at some point, like, your child now is your student, and like, you are also, like, in our district at least, like, the teachers all work together and think like, okay, this student has these needs. They're going to be best with a teacher that is X, Y, and Z. And like, you're essentially doing that for your kid. You just happen to know your kid more than the other kids.
Yeah.
And maybe that's an unpopular opinion.
And I'm not,
like,
I
I
mean,
can see
there's
how people
some,
will be like, that's fucked up. That's not fair. But
right. And there's some like, you know, things get locked in a middle school schedule. Like, she's going to be in GT with me. I only teach 6th grade GT in one period. That's the class she's going to be in. Period.
Yeah.
That kind of blocks off that part of her schedule. She's in the advanced math class. That's only offered one period. That blocks off that part of her schedule. She's in like the honors reading class. That's only one period. So you mean like there's not a like I don't get to pick a ton of stuff, but it was a matter of like there was one situation where, hey, she needs science this period. Here are the 2 science teachers. Which class do you want her to be in? And that one was kind of a toss up. Like it would have been okay either way.
Yeah, I was gonna say like,
but it's,
you said you got to make her schedule, but I'd say it's more like you got a lot more input than a typical parent.
That's true. That's
does.
true.
And like, it, you know, if there were certain things that the rest of the school needed to make scheduling work, that would have been fine. It's just that you got the input to a lot of different things that you would have wanted for her to get checked off.
Yeah.
I guess.
I mean, for her, just based on her schedule, like 4 out of her 6 classes are like locked in.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, sure.
Just because of, you know, when things are offered and the nature of the beast. Like the only really flexibility is in science and social studies. So, but
oh yeah.
So I got a little bit of say there, but the rest is pretty locked in. Just for her, it doesn't work that way for every kid. But
right.
But I mean, I don't feel sorry about the perk.
No.
I mean, and if anybody has an opinion about it, whatever. Like, let them have their opinion. Everybody can think what they want to think. Who cares?
Well, that's what, like, I was working the basketball game on Thursday, and it was like a rival. It was a rivalry game, and so we had the game at the high school because both of the middle schools that were playing are feeder schools for the high school. So it's a big game. We got to have it at the high school. It's very fun. I had to work the game, taking money for tickets and admission and whatever. I'm terrible at that job because I just make stuff up. Because it's supposed to be like, if you teach at the home team school, you get in for free. If you're a student at the home team school, your ticket's only $2. Everyone else is $5. Well, there was like there was 2 teachers that came in together that were like, hey, we teach at one of the feeder elementaries to both. It like feeds both schools. Is there like a teacher discount? And I'm like, yeah, it's free. Go in there. Like, I even like told my.
I mean, honestly, all teachers should just be free.
Right.
Like, what the?
Yeah.
That's why, and I like even told my principal afterwards. I'm like, listen, I probably let in people for free or discounted prices that I probably shouldn't have. And she's like, girl, I don't care. And I even said, I'm like, I'm not Ticketmaster.
Yeah.
This is not a Taylor Swift concert. This is middle school girls basketball. If you want to sneak in,
right,
because this is what you want to do with your Thursday night, best of luck to you. I don't care.
Right. You're not going to mall cop them and chase them down and tackle them for jumping the line.
There isn't the tight budgets that's dependent on the $200 from a sports game.
No. This was actually a big sports game. You want to know how much we made in ticket sales?
Much.
$500.
Yes.
Yeah. But I don't think there's somebody there with a balance sheet
in
that's going like, we have to make $500 on this game.
Not at all.
So more of a what you can spend on, like, I don't know what.
And it was also a weird one because we were the home team, but it wasn't at our school, and it made it. There's a lot more gray area. So I was like, I don't know. So yeah, when Emmy wanted to come to the game, I'm like, yeah, you're free, get in. I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, again, nobody's gonna say anything.
And I mean, when it's a home game, and we're like at our school, like no one even tries to charge for the like. Yeah, go ahead. I don't care.
Yeah.
And it's the same for like other teachers' kids too. Like whatever, fine. There's not many this year.
Yeah.
No, how many do we have this year? I think we have 4. We have 4 teachers' kids. Sounds right.
Yeah. So if 4 kids are getting in free to all the things.
Well, technically only 3
who cares?
because one of the 4 plays the sport.
Oh, well, and they're also like these kids are staying after school every single day, waiting for their parents to be done.
God, yeah. Coming in early every day.
Like coming in early every day. Like, so honestly, like if people have a problem with it, they can go punch sand.
And here's the thing, no one does. Everyone's like, yeah, okay. No one cares.
Yeah.
All right. Here's my next question for you on to the next phase of this subject. What would you do if your child came home complaining about a teacher, but that teacher is also your colleague?
I'd go up to the colleague and punch them right in the face.
Love that for you. Let me get HR on the phone real quick.
Yeah, that is a really sticky situation. I mean, I guess you have to handle it like any other. Like, I feel like you have to handle it in two different ways. Like, you have to handle it with your child first and figure out what it is, what their problem is, and then be like really like intentional thinking like, okay, is this actually a problem with the teacher, or is my child being a little brat about it, or what's the actual situation? Because I feel like my kid's never had any problems with a teacher, but like you hear them say things and you're like, okay, this is probably not the situation that they're it's probably not like their eyes are different eyes, right? In the situation. So you have to like really be intentional to see what the actual situation is. And if it's an actual issue with the teacher, then I feel like you need to address it as a parent first and request a meeting as a parent and say like, hey, I need to like talk to you about something as a parent, not as a teacher, and like take out being a colleague, from it to address it for your child.
Yeah, it really depends on what it is. I think.
No, I feel like it. 100.
Yeah.
I feel like we haven't had much interaction. Like we haven't had much of this situation yet. There's, sometimes Emmy will have a complaint about how a teacher does things, and depending upon the situation, so far, like I haven't had to talk to a teacher about like nothing has been serious. But she'll complain about something, and it's usually either well, that's just how that teacher does things. You're going to have to suck it up and get over it. Or we'll, commiserate and, complain together about like, yeah, no, that's absolute bullshit, but whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Like it hasn't been anything that's big enough of a deal to have to deal with it. But I feel like a lot of it is like, I'm like, well, that's how that teacher does stuff. I don't know what you want me to do. Like, I don't have that kind of authority to, like, that's not... But yeah, if it got just,
right, because like, what can you do about it?
Nothing.
I mean, you could say something to the teacher, like if you're like at an event with the teacher, and then say like, be like, oh yeah, my kid said that you do X, Y, and Z, and I told them that's just how you do it. Like,
yeah,
what is that even going to do? It's not going to even change anything.
You can't just be like, will you change the way that you teach?
Right. Or like one time it was something along the lines of, so we're supposed to have this thing done by the end of the week, but we haven't gotten time in class to work on it, and so I don't know how I'm supposed to have it done. And I'm like, so do it at home. Like, I don't know what to tell you. If the teacher says it's due on Friday,
figure it
it's due
out.
on
Like
Friday.
all the other
figure
kids
it
have
out.
to figure it out.
But she hasn't given us any class time. Okay, great. Love that for you. Figure it the fuck out. Get off
You
your
know what?
Get off your phone.
I could
in
give
the
Emmy
evenings.
some advice. Right. I could give her some advice.
What's that?
Don't turn it in at all, and then you get a yellow slip or a pink slip or whatever, and then you get in big trouble with your parents and grounded.
No, that's
neurotic. What you can do.
Her grade was, so the way her math teacher does grades, which makes tons of sense to me. After they finished,
I think you told us about that last week.
Yeah. So she had a full panic attack that she had a B for a minute. Like full meltdown over a B. But it was a matter of like she hadn't done terribly, but she hadn't done super well on a test and had to do like redo some lessons before she could retake the test. And now, spoiler alert, she has like 100% in that class.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And for the
Dang,
record,
girl, my parents would have been taking me to belts if I would have gotten a B.
I said no, and we sat down. I'm like, listen, middle school's harder. Teachers do things differently, and a B is not a bad grade.
Yeah, I was gonna say like
calm down.
For the record, like we're really cognizant of putting pressure on her about grades.
She puts more pressure on herself than we put on her.
Right, but what I'm saying is like it's not rooted in like us saying what we expect or something. So,
but she is neurotic about things. Speaking of, here's the one.
Well, so were you at that age?
Yes, 100%. Like this is me reincarnated. Speaking of,
I wasn't. I was just like, yeah, just get those good grades because that's how I am.
Yeah, you were never stressed because you always were just smart and a genius.
Speaking of being a teacher as a parent, our kid is behind in her reading and needs to read this weekend.
Okay.
I think she's behind in her reading for my class.
Do you know how much I've tried to encourage her to read anything for years?
Oh, I know. She's a great reader who doesn't enjoy reading.
That's so wild to me.
She's an amazing reader. Like she has the
get her on some teenage smut books like my parents got me on, and that's the only reason why I ever read when I was her age.
But she'll read like when she
not real smut, but
like in school she'll read whatever she's assigned. Like she'll read it. It doesn't matter. But we're reading in class, and I was talking to her yesterday in the car about the difficult level of the book because I have altered my curriculum a little bit to make it a little bit more high interest, but it's still a very difficult text. It's a lot of like technical information. And so I asked her, I'm like, is the book hard? And she goes, I'm like, is it too hard? She's like, no, it's not too hard. I'm like, okay. And I'm like, is it interesting? She's like, yeah, it's super interesting. I'm like, okay, then we're fine. We're good, whatever. She is also, I've realized having her in class, she's a slow reader. I mean, Jake is too. I'm a fast reader.
I'm a very slow reader.
She is a slow reader. So it's not like she's not doing her work in class, but she is a slow reader. And like, I read quick.
Yeah, I do too.
So she needs a little extra time. But anyways, being the, parent and teacher of a child at the same time means that I know exactly what she needs to do for class, which is really annoying for her and really fabulous for me.
Yeah.
All right, here's my last question. Here's my last part of my topic. Do you think it would be easier or harder to parent if you worked at your child's school?
Way harder.
Way harder to work or way harder to parent?
Let's go both.
I think it would be way harder to parent because I just see the small amount of time that I spend at my kid's school. If I see anything that if any kid even looks at my kid wrong, I'm like blood boiling. I'm going to march up to that kid and tell him to shut the fuck up. I did march up to a kid that was bullying one of my friend's kids on the playground. And I was like, hey, kid's name, stop treating people like that. If you don't want to be treated that way, you shouldn't treat people that way again. And I'm going to tell your parents if I see them. I was so mad because this kid was being such a little prick to one of my friend's kids. And he does it to all of the kids. And so I, was pissed. So I can't even imagine if I was working and I saw my kids struggling or something happening to them or them being upset about something. I think it would be really, really hard for me as a parent to not intervene and let them naturally figure it out, which would be that is the experience that kids get if their parents aren't in school seeing them all the time.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's some things easier, probably mostly harder.
I mean,
I would think.
Jake has been watching me come apart for the last 2 weeks, so.
Yeah. Well, but I mean, we talked about scheduling and all that stuff is easier or whatever. But, well, I mean, I guess if you're not a teacher, you just send your kid in and say your schedule is your schedule.
Yeah, right.
So I guess it is harder if you're spending the time to work on your own kid's schedule too. So
my biggest thing the past couple weeks has been there's, previously to this year at, 7 a.m. I get to turn off being a mom, turn on being a teacher. At 3 p.m. I turn off being a teacher, turn on being a mom. And now there's no off switch for parenting.
Mm-hmm.
It's 24/7 parenting with 8 hours of teaching on top. And
that would be really hard.
Exhausting. It's exhausting.
I was saying I'm mentoring somebody this year in our mentorship program at the school that I work at. And it's another colleague that I'm mentoring. And, we were just talking about our jobs and stuff. And she's struggling a little bit with some things. And, we're talking about it. And I said, thankfully, though, I'm lucky because I love my job. And it's kind of my escape. I can drop my kids off at school. I get an escape. I get to go to work. I love being at work. I love being around my colleagues. And I love everything about my job. So it's really, really nice because even though I'm working and there's stressful things with my job, I get that break and it's really refreshing for me. That's how I reset when I have these long weeks because I'm a single mom. So I have these long spans where I don't have any help. And it's the only way I stay sane is the fact that I get to go into work. So working with your child.
That's gone.
Would be, that's gone. Yeah, you don't get that.
Yeah. And it's not because of the nature of my job. I'm not confined to my class and she's confined to her class. I'm everywhere. I'm out and about. I'm all the time. And so she, sees me a lot. And so
Is she really clingy to you at school?
Yes.
She comes up to you and leeches onto you?
Yes. Correct.
Yeah, that would be hard.
And she and I have had to have the conversation several times where I'll step into the principal's office to tell her something or talk to her about something after school. And I'll have to tell Emmy, I'm like, you gotta step away. You gotta go somewhere. because she's like with me all the time, but I have to also
and
do
she
my
probably
job.
whines about it.
Yes.
I can picture
Yes.
it now.
Or like I was trying to talk to another teacher and like have a professional conversation with this teacher about a situation in the classroom, and I'm like, I mean, you got to go away. Like, you can't be up my butt. Well, like, this is my job. You don't get to know these things. Like, this is not your business. And it's fucking hard. And like, even like in class with me, she's like, mom, 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 mom. And so it's an hour of trying to deal with, 23 kids, but one of them is my own.
Yeah.
You
should tell her that she has to call you Mrs. Berg.
It's Dr. Berg. Thanks.
Oh, do you make your students call you Dr. Berg?
I don't make them, but they do.
Oh, I love that.
Like, it's a thing. All of my like sign
what's
outside
on the
my
door,
classroom
yeah.
says Dr. Berg. Like, and that's like the school signs or whatever. Like, that's what my email signature.
Are you the only
that's
doctor
her
in your
professional
school?
name.
Yeah. As of right now, yes. We have another teacher who she and I have gotten very close, just based on the nature of our jobs this year have a lot of overlap, and her working on her doctorate. She's working on her thesis right now. She should be defending this semester.
Oh my God,
So,
amazing. How good for her.
My shirt that I had that said like, sorry, can't doctoral student buy. When I finished mine, I passed it on to like her, and she's so funny. She's like, that's my typing sweatshirt. She's like, when I'm working on my thesis, I put on that sweatshirt. I'm like, yeah.
I love that.
Like, it's a whole thing. And so she has a friend who has just started her program, so she's going to pass on this. It's like the weird sisterhood of the traveling sweatshirt in County.
Yeah.
But
I love that.
Yeah. No, I'm the only one right
sisterhood
now.
Of the traveling. You have a Sisterhood of the Traveling doctoral sweatshirt.
Yes.
I have a Sisterhood of the Traveling Ham's beer sweatshirt that my friends pass around. So,
and that, my friend,
if that tells you anything about us.
No, we're passing on the sweat. So yeah, just me right now, but not for long.
Nice.
Anyways, but on like the positive note, I feel like having my own kid in my school has made me a better teacher, because like I feel like I have a very clear guide of like the developmental capabilities of this age, of the interest level of this age, of what they like and don't like about different teachers. Like, I feel like I have a better perspective of my students because my own kid is one of them. So I feel like,
and now in like following years, like you can kind of adjust your lesson plans a little bit.
Right. And I have a lot this year, more than I normally have, because I'm like sitting here like looking at stuff and thinking, I'm like, no, this is terrible. I don't want to do this. Like, they're not going to enjoy. Like, I'm a better teacher because my kid is in my building.
Yeah.
So that's,
thank God. Just kidding.
I know. I've been shit for 14 years, but year 15, man, this is going to be it.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Fuck
exactly.
off. Jesus Christ. So yeah, but I've been all up in my feels about, because it's constant. I'm with her all the time. And then like Thursday night we went to the basketball game together, and last night we had a Broadway show together, and like it's so much togetherness.
Especially for a kid that's already constantly together with you. Like, she
my butthole
always wants to be by you, like inside your clothes, under your skin.
Correct. I enjoy telling her now, I'm like, listen, my uterus is gone. You can't go back in there. I don't know what to tell you.
You could have saved the uterus in a jar and made her like wear it as a hat.
Ew. Oh, I was thinking last night while I was driving home and Emmy was sleeping next to me. Super interesting driving home from Louisville at 11 p.m. in the dark when your kid is sleeping. Butthole.
Sounds like something I would have done when I was 16.
Yeah. Hey, you remember that time when you made me take you up to like East Jesus Nowhere, Wisconsin for a fucking concert? And it was like an 18-hour drive, and then you slept the whole fucking way home, and you were an absolute twat the entire goddamn time.
I do remember. Yes, I do.
I also seem...
You've reminded me throughout my adult life.
I will continue to remind you.
I also seem to remember every time that we drive back and forth to Wisconsin that I sit by myself for 5 hours at least because Kayla is asleep.
Okay, but listen, that is my earned
snap.
right as the full-time local driver.
Mostly full-time. But that's not a willingness I would drive. It's just that is.
That's my
how
right.
it works, but
I drive full time locally, so when we drive long distances, I get to pass out. I've earned it. I've worked for it. Anyways, so that's my takeaway on being a teacher parent. Pros and cons. It's hard as hell, but there are perks.
Yeah, I can imagine that it's hard as hell. Okay, great. Well, that was really insightful. I feel like that's like something that's not talked about very much, and something that like as a parent, like I don't know if any of my kids' classmates or whatever's parents are teachers. Oh, there is one that's a teacher and she has kids in our school. But yeah, I think that that's like something that you don't think about as somebody that's not like involved in that way, you know?
Yep. It's weird.
Yeah, for sure. Cool. Well, thanks for giving that insight to us. Next week on This Wasn't on a Test, we're going to have Jake sharing, going back, like keeping the same style as one topic per time or whatever. And so next week, what are we having Jake talk about?
I don't remember.
well, I don't think I was given one, but I am prepared because I picked one.
Oh.
Because of the nature of how we're doing
perfect.
this now, since like, we still record both of our topics together. It's just
Yeah.
that they get released on
Yeah.
alternating weeks, like separate weeks. So just the nature of how that happened, like we're not like springing one on like we had been. So like, I don't know how you want to do it. Like I can just surprise you all with a topic that I pick at this point, and then that's what we'll talk about. Or you can continue giving me ones ahead of time, but you just have to remember that.
Yeah. I like both options. I feel like there's going to be times where we'll have the science ones are like a little bit harder, I think, because we're not as smart as you in the science department.
Okay, that's true.
True fact.
So I feel like sometimes I'm like, oh, that sounds cool, sciencey, and you're like, that has nothing to do with anything that I ever
Right?
did. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Had no clue.
Same. Then I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine if you want me to just pick them, and then I'll reveal to you what we're talking about at this point.
Okay.
That's what we'll be talking about next week.
Ooh, the big reveal.
Here it is.
Can we do a drum roll?
Dwarf planets.
Ooh.
Ooh,
We love space shit around here.
Okay.
That's specifically why I picked it.
We do love space shit.
I was going to say that I know you all like space stuff, so
You
I
like
picked a
space
space one this
stuff.
time.
Woohoo.
I'm excited.
Fun.
I mean,
I am too.
you all can still send, like, in our Discord, like, suggestions that I can pick from in the future, but yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Very fun. I'm very excited for that. So thanks, Kayla, for talking about being a parent teacher, and we're looking forward to our next episode where we're talking about dwarf planets.
Yay.
Anybody have anything else to close us out? Any fun things to say? Groundbreaking topics.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Rate and review.
Again. Don't make Jake beg.
Don't make me beg.
I'm telling you.
Don't make him
Don't do it.
And
Please.
bring gifts to your local teachers.
100%. Kayla, why don't you give us a quick list of things that teachers actually want?
Things teachers want. Coffee, like hot and fresh day of. Gift cards. We enjoy that. Any type of school supply for the classroom, because I promise you we be buying that ourselves. Like pencils. Bring your teacher a box of pencils. Basic shit. Paper towel. I'm out of paper towel in my classroom right now.
Oh.
Things we don't want include mugs, candles, anything that says number one teacher. I'm just throwing it out there. I want none of those things.
Okay, I like that. That's all good to know. Gift cards, right? Like Target gift cards, Amazon gift
Love
cards.
us some gift cards.
Bottles of wine.
Always.
Can you not send that to
Say
in your
harder
kids'
to
backpack?
You
transfer.
kind of gotta coordinate outside of the school building on that one.
Okay. But you can do it. Like you can, like if I see my kid's teacher at the end of the class, at the end of the school day when I'm picking my kid up, I can hand off a gift that has alcohol.
Correct.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So buy your teacher all those things, not just on like Teacher Appreciation Day or their birthdays.
Or just send them a love note.
I always
send them a little love note about how amazing they are.
Zeke loves to bring his teachers flowers. Like that is his
that's
thing.
precious.
He loves to bring them flowers. This year he has a boy teacher, though. I wonder if he likes
Bring him
flowers.
flowers. Boys get flowers too.
Yeah, Zeke totally should. But yeah, he loves to do that. So that's like a really sweet thing. And we just do it randomly. It's never like for any reason other than just to
That's even better.
I was going to
bring
say,
something. And so
if your kid says that their teacher is having an impact on them, like let their teacher know that.
Yeah. Write him a little love note. Love email.
Yeah. Yeah, that's sweet. Great. Take care of your teachers, people. They don't get enough recognition and they don't get paid anything. So
oh boy.
Great. Well, everybody like and subscribe. Follow us on social media.
This wasn't on the test.
This wasn't on the test. Official. And download our podcast too. The downloads also help. And share with your friends. We would really appreciate it. And then tune in next week to find out why this wasn't on the test. Bye, guys.
Bye.